the crime that shook Dharmasthala. On October 9, 2012, Dharmasthala, a town of faith and pilgrimage, woke to a nightmare. 17-year-old Sowjanya left for college and never returned. By the next morning, her body lay in a nearby forest, brutally assaulted, silenced forever. What followed was not just a crime. It was the beginning of a scandal that exposed how power and fear can bury the truth. Let's see some key police officials who ruined this. Sub-Inspector Yogesh Kumar Naik led the initial investigation at Bedlangadi police station, said to have ignored CCTV footage, failed to secure key surveillances and mobile data, and alleged manipulated evidence at the crime scene. Later transferred out, then suspended in Bengaluru for alleged involvement in an unrelated kidnapping case, but faced no discipline for this role in this case. Next was Circle Inspector Bhaskar Rai. Stationed at Bedlangadi 2, he admitted before the court to failing to collect CCTV evidence and forensic reports on injury marks of the accused. Instead of being penalized, these people, particularly Inspector Bhaskar Roy, was promoted as Deputy Superintendent of Police. Such a sarcasm. Next was the investigating officer failures. Earlier investigation failed to secure Sowjanya's underwear and personal items during the capturating period. And it was said that some police officials came directly to Sowjanya's home, asked her mommy to get some of her clothes, which included her underwear, and captured later from her home some reportedly stitched by her mother, was yet presented as a crime scene evidence, highly manipulative one. And this forensic collection errors included 7 samples were delayed or contaminated with mud. DNA results remained inconclusive. Mud-filled internal organs were ignored, and no vaginal swab analysis was conducted properly. And how can we expect a decency or a justice in this case? Let's also see the missing CCTV and witness manipulation. Security footage from Prakriti Chikitsa near Netravati bus stop was never collected or examined despite later admissions that it existed. Local eyewitness statements including from Ravi Pujari and Vital Gowda were overlooked or sidelined too. Some witnesses, including Pujari, later died under suspicious circumstances without follow-up investigation, and his death is nowhere covered in any of the police stations. Let's also see the part of court and legal commentary. In June 2023, the CBI court acquitted Santosh Rao, noting no conclusive evidence. His confession, recovered clothes, or injury marks were all, as usual, insufficient. The court declared the Sowjanya case a fit case to be placed before the acquittal committee, urging action against responsible officials, but no such review was ever confirmed. Let's also see the angle of political dimensions and temple-linked figures. Allegation emerged pointing to involvement or protection of powerful individuals such as Malik Jain, Dheeraj Jain and Nishchal Jain linked to the Dharmasthala administration or political families. These suspects were never ever properly investigated and later gained stays in court, preventing further probing. Virendra Hedji, the temple's head, has publicly denied wrongdoing but faces public criticism and suspension, especially given claims of influence over local institutions and law enforcement. The Sowjanya case now forms part of a larger narrative linked to Dharmasthala's unexplained deaths and mass burial allegations. Let's always remember that it was over 462 unnatural deaths recorded from 2000 to 2013, many involving women or minors. Thousands of bodies allegedly buried or burned in secret sites. The Special Investigation Team led by DGP Pranab Mohardi is probing exhumations. Families demand inclusion of cases like Padmalada 1980s, Yamuna, Vedavalli, Narayana and others in the wider investigation. The Sowjanya murder is not merely a cold case, it is a mirror reflecting systemic failure. The same officials who derailed the investigation later advanced in rank while suspected local power holders remained untouched. Critical leads vanished, forensic protocols were ignored, and a grieving family continues to demand justice. Now, this case is also tied to alleged mass-scale burials, pointing to a deeper conspiracy of silence. Action hinges on whether the SIT is truly independent and whether families like those of Padmalada, Yamuna, Vedavalli and Ananya Bhatt finally receive clarity. Until then, justice in Dharmasthala remains unfinished and higher-ups continue to hide in shadows. This is Ink Without Fear by Charni, signing off from a land where silence shields the powerful and our Christians refuses to die. Reminding you that when justice leads, journalism must not.